Welcome to the T-Bird Zone, streamed every week online at www.sutbirds.com and www.suunews.com. I'm Kyle Cottam, and we're in studio today with head football coach Ed Lamb doing a preview of the game this weekend with Texas San Antonio. Coach, this seems kind of a dangerous game. Homecoming weekend, they're an FBS school, first-year program. They've poured a ton of money into this program. Last week, they lose to a Division III school, a team that the week before had been blown out by Stephen F. Austin. The anticipation is, well, if they get beat by a Division III school, then it should be just a huge win for Southern Utah. What is there some, I don't know, an anxiousness on the coach's side going into this game?
We're, I think, anxious to go into every game. Not nervous, but definitely anxious. We're anxious to get the week of preparation started, to get practices in, and see how the guys respond to the week, to the challenge. And it's an interesting way that you posed the question. This is a very intriguing opponent. Our players are not, this is not North Korea. We don't have, our players have internet access. Right. They know, they take a look at scores. They know, they'll watch a lot of video this week. The thing about Texas San Antonio is, I have to say, they may have lost to a Division III school, and I don't know how good that Division III opponent was, but the bottom line is it doesn't take very much looking at the film to figure out that Texas San Antonio has some really nice athletes, a very creative, innovative scheme on offense, and these guys can come and embarrass us in a hurry if our players think that we're going to go out there and give some type of 90% or 95% effort and win a game. That's not going to happen. You
talked about the youth on San Antonio's side. Does that lead to maybe some more chances, or they're going to try and throw a deep ball, they're going to try and stretch for that extra yard or two, where it also opens up a chance for a big turnover?
I think, yeah, possibly that character could come through in their team. I haven't seen that on video. What I've seen on video is in game one, they looked like a team that could compete for our conference championship when we watched that game on video. And then in game two, I think they underestimated their opponent. And so there's a lesson to be learned for them. They've got a team, I think 8 or 9 starters on each side of the ball are redshirt freshmen. So the way I pose it to our team, if you can imagine on our team, all of our redshirt freshmen being in the starting lineup, yeah, we're going to have a tendency not to remember some hard lessons too. But we've got a lot of seniors, and hopefully they remember that over the years, when we play well, when we prepare hard, then on game day, we're going to put a good product on the field. But if you overlook an opponent, any opponent can beat you.
Looking at stats, I always post these stat questions to you. It's my job here at the university, but it looks as though San Antonio's defense gives up a lot of passing yards. Is Coach Clark just licking his chops going into this game of, oh, awesome, we've got Brad Sorensen under center, game on? Yeah, we practice what we do every week, and we just want to get better at those things, the skills of our positions, the fundamentals of our positions. And then on game day, we really leave it up to our quarterback a lot to determine what the defense is giving us. What are we most likely to have a success rate at? Is that running the ball inside, outside, tosses? Is that throwing the ball? And if so, where? What areas to attack? And so we're just worried about training him up for all environments, and whatever Texas San Antonio decides to bring on game day will be what they do, and I'm sure they'll be well coached up and well organized, and we really don't want to get into a situation where we're trying to enforce our will of we want to throw the ball a bunch or we want to run the ball a bunch, for that matter. That's not how our offense operates. Let's talk about what the key matchup will be going into this weekend. You talked about they're young but very athletic. Is there maybe one particular player or one particular group of players that concern you the most?
Well, they've got an excellent quarterback. They've got excellent skill players. They've got a fast defensive line, and I really think that they're well coached. These coaches that they have on their staff, I mean, starting with their head coach, he's won a national championship, has been a major college coach at the University of Miami, won a national title there. These guys know what they're doing, and they know how to bring a team back from a loss. We're going to get a highly motivated team in here with very good skill players, very good athletes all over the field, and they're going to play their best game here in Cedar City.
It's homecoming weekend on Saturday. Is there a concern that there may be a lot of distractions going into the game, and there may be a lack of focus from our players?
There are a ton of distractions, and I have to deal with them as well. The people are asking for my time, and whether it be interviews or even we got the band playing again at the homecoming pep rally, and those things are major distractions, and they're not. You really have to force yourself to have some fun in the moment and realize that people in the community, people on campus, they're not going to care about what we're trying to do if we don't care about what they're trying to do, especially with their efforts to support us. So we have to enjoy it all, soak it all in, and for a certain percentage of time every day, get to work on the video, get to work in our meetings, get to work on the practice field, and then put it all together on game day. That's the challenge.
Now, this isn't the only preview show in any given week. There's now a weekly radio show at Sunny Boys Barbecue Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. What can fans expect to see when they go to that? Again, a live radio show, great food, good barbecue. If you haven't been to Sunny's Barbecue, it's pretty good.
It's awesome. Yeah, you ask what they can expect to see. They can expect to see some outstanding pulled pork and brisket and amazing food. It's a really fun place, and it's kind of a great atmosphere, almost like a sports bar atmosphere, which we don't have that kind of culture here in Cedar City. Right. But there are people coming in and out, and we don't need anybody to be quiet. You can come there and have a good time. You can participate in the show and ask questions and maybe get some free outfit gear and some coupons for discounted Sunny Boys product. But the idea is we're trying to get in there, give a review, a 15 minutes review or so of the previous game, and then a preview. And so we've got video of the previous game, we've got preview of Texas San Antonio tomorrow night, and so people can come and get involved, ask questions, and get an idea of what the next opponent will be.
And not a sports bar, but plenty of caffeinated beverages that they can get hyped up for.
I think there are, yeah.
Yeah, wild them up.
Yeah,
so
doubles.
Talk about, again, the fans last week. There were a lot of offensive penalties for Sacramento State, some delay of games, a few false starts. How does the fan directly benefit? And I posed this question last week as well. They did a good job being loud. What are the expectations for homecoming, being it louder, or what do you anticipate for the atmosphere there?
Well, when you ask what we anticipate, that's a kind of a question of what we prepare for, and we prepare to play in an empty stadium. Okay. We can't allow our level of play to go up and down, but the reality is that when the fans come and the fans get involved, it increases the concentration of the home team and can have an adverse reaction of the concentration of the visiting team. So we certainly welcome that environment. I do everything I can to get the word out there that this is a hardworking team that's willing to sacrifice, put in community service hours. They're one of us. They're one of this community. And hopefully that leads to a big crowd. The attendance has been raising every year that I've been lucky enough to be associated with this program, so I expect that it will continue to raise this year. We had a nice crowd last week, and as you said, it made a difference.
Outstanding, yeah. Again, join Coach Lamb Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at Sunny Boys Barbecue, and see you at the game Saturday night, 6 o'clock kickoff against the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. We appreciate you watching the T-Bird Zone, streamed every week on SUTBirds.com and SUNews.com. Join us again next week. Thanks for watching.